Welcome to Group CRC Excel.
Hi. Now we will see data validations. Data validation is very important because it prevents the input of wrong data into your spreadsheet. So we're going to see many options for data validation. In this example, for example, it's name, last name, age, birth date, department, and annual income. So we have different criteria for all of these inputs, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the first. You have to go to data here and select data validation and go there. It will pop up a small window. In the first case, as you can see here, you can accept whole number, decimal, list, date, time, text length, and cash flow. So for example, in the first cell we need any number, so we just put OK, and we can test and it will accept any value. Let's say John. The second field is the same, data validation, any value is okay. You can also configure an input message or an error alert. For example, an input message is, for example, when you can say title, let's say last, and you can put as example, please provide your last name. You can say OK. So when you go to the cell, it will give you a message. So in this case, any value last name, let's say Doe. Now, age, it has to be a positive number between 0 and 120. So we go to the same place, data validation, and now we can select, let's say, a whole number, and you can put between 0 and 120. You can also configure your input message. For example, let's say please enter your age, and we only accept values from 0 to 120, for example. And if there's an error, you can put whatever you want in case of the user enters wrong data. For example, we can say as please try again and remember, for example. So we say OK. So when you go to the cell, it will tell us please enter your age. We only accept values from 0 to 1. What happens if we want to put 500? As you can see, it will give you an error, and it's the measure that you put. So you put retry, and let's say we can put 45 years. Now it will accept. The other example is a date. Same thing, we go to data validation, and in the settings we have to put allow a date, and we can move this. Start date could be January 1st, 1900, and the end date we are saying 2015, in the example October 1st. So we say OK. So here we have to enter the date. Let's say we want to put the date 2015 October 25th. It won't accept. So you have to actually put a date that is valid in the range that you selected. So let's say 2014 December, or let's say 2014 January 17th. It will accept. The next example is a list. As you can see here, we created already a list of the department. So the department has to be either finance, marketing, human resources, or operations. How we do that? We go, same thing, data validation, and in this case we select a list, and you have to select the source. Click here and you say it has to be only these values. This is my list. Enter and you say OK. So now every time you go to the cell, it will appear the drop down, and you have to select the proper department that is in the list. If you change the list, let's say instead of operations you can see, for example, you want to see IT, it will take it. So you can see it's updated automatically. And finally, annual income, it has to be a positive number. So same thing, data validation, we go here and we say a whole number between 0 and no maximum, let's say. Oh, in this case we cannot select between. If there's no maximum, we have to say greater than 0, and we say OK. So in this case, for example, annual income 20,000, it will take it, but if we try to put minus 5,000, a negative number, it won't take it. As you can see, data validation is very important when you need to prevent data from other users. For example, if Excel file is used by many people, you need to prevent how the information will be entered, and you can use this function to prevent that. If you have any questions or comments, we will be glad to answer your questions, so you can contact us at service@groupcrc.com or visit our website. And if you want to buy this model to practice, it's available in our website.
Thank you for watching.